Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of Let's Play Total War Warhammer 2, the Radius mod, as Teclis of the Order of Loremasters. In the last part, we had taken over the golden ziggurat, and Teclis himself had marched south to Mud Isles to search the ruins for treasures and, well, to form a colony to give the High Elves a great position in Lustria. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do this part. We're going to be getting Mud Isle, and then we're going to be going to the mainland. Now, we of course are going to work over here and get this province profitable. We're going to build our cavalry base in here, and probably the grove here, so we can get ourselves the White Lions of Chars, because they are a very, very good unit. We also have other cavalry added by the other units added by the Radius mod. We couldn't recruit yet, but anyway, let's go check Mud Isle. We are going to treasure hunt. So, flooded armory. The defenders of this newly ruined city were certainly anticipating a long siege. Your search reveals an enormous underground armory deep within a submerged vault. The craftsmanship was without question. There is enough for your entire force. The only problem is retrieving it. We'll recover the armor. No, we'll take what you can and leave the rest. And we got the Trickster's Helm. So the armor is far too large and cumbersome to carry out the flooded chamber without specialized equipment. However, whilst inspecting it, your men find a most interesting item. A Trickster's Helm, which will have is automatically equipped to Teclis, because he's our only leader right now. And so next turn we will colonize, because you can't colonize and look at the province in the same turn. Something I find very interesting, actually. It's not like, I don't find it weird or anything, it's just, it's very different. We haven't got enough influence to do anything interesting with this, because we can use our influence to decrease and increase relations depending on if we want to. I don't know why you'd want to decrease them. I haven't really figured out a reason why, but then again, there probably is some reasons. And we use influence also to not hire shabby leaders. Like if we were to give 15, you get a decent leader. You give 60, you get a leader who's going to have really good stats, just base stats for your entire army under their command. Now, we haven't got any rights yet, so I'm not going to bother talking about rights, although by this point you guys probably know what rights are. But anyway, let's end the turn and move on, and we'll talk about rights when we get to it.
I am Teclis, High Loremaster of the White Tower.
So the Melwyn on the Citadel of Dusk would like a defensive alliance. Now this is something I would recommend. These guys are either going to do very, very well or very, very, very bad. It really depends. They can do bad, then they can do good. They can do good, then do bad. Honestly, in the 2 campaigns I've played as Teclis, one was without radius, which means that when I decided I wanted radius, I had to start again. And the second one, they did great. So it really depends. But anyway, let's accept this defensive alliance. It's good to have friends, ladies and gentlemen. It really is.
Say your piece.
And yep, you're going to declare war on me, because of course you are. The strongest faction in the game is going to declare war on us. And we've just lost our alliance because they refused to help. The Citadel of Dusk just did not feel like helping the Order of Loremasters. Now don't worry, the Dark Elves aren't soon. They are, in comparison to us, rather weak early on. So we're going to quickly take Mud Isle. Let's colonize. It'll take 129 people, but that's fine. And there we go. We've maintained the control of this, and we now need to issue a commandant. One that's probably going to be, I would say, out of all of these, I mean, the growth would actually be great. Give us, you know what, we're going to go for the growth. So the Turtle Island is now under our control, and we have unlocked the right, the Invocation of Isha. That is this right. This is immune to all attrition, casualty replenishment rate plus 8%, and untainted plus 10 in all province, which costs us 2 grand though to maintain. Now we're going to upgrade this province to an actual colony or hamlet, because at the moment we need to. And Teclis next turn is going to pull himself up here and start recruiting, because we can now recruit Lothran Seaguard. Which are going to play a massive role in our military early on, and maybe later on, depending on how I build my armies. But the game would also like to recruit a lord, and seeing as we're making a decent income, we're going to hold off and try and get a 15 influence leader. Hopefully we get an event that increases our influence, because you get them periodically, so hopefully. Fingers crossed. Now we are, like I said, we're flying through turns, and hopefully the Sentinels of ZT don't bother coming to say hello to me. I'd prefer they didn't. And it looks like those guys are, the Blood Elves, the Dark Elves, sorry, are bringing a big old fleet. So they have quite a few armies. Hopefully Teclis can sustain them, or deal with them. Enact the ritual of prophecy. That's none of, wait, what? And sorry, let me read that again. Which one is it? Oh, the prophecy there, ritual of prophecy. That's our first ritual. I forgot about that. So we're gonna move ourselves over here. So Teclis can actually start recruiting troops from the capital region. So this, so far we can recruit the units that Radius has added is the Elven Warriors and the Illyrian Ravers with swords, because normally you just got Illyrian Ravers with spears. Now what we're going to do is we're going to recruit a Lothran Sea Guard and two Lothran Sea Guard and a Spearman, or Lothran Spear Guard, however you'd like to say it. Because what we need to do is build this army up to have good flanking spearmen, with the spearmen themselves as the center. We will get some new archers and whatnot, but for now we're going to build up what we can. Yes, Black Ark Corsairs. This guy has already got a decent military. So let's move on again. We need to try and build up our military pretty quickly. 3 people a turn isn't going to be the best, but I don't think they're going to come and poo on our parade, shall you say, or shit on our parade too soon. They declared war relatively soon on everyone. It's something they just do. Beating them, though, shouldn't be too much of a problem, I would say. The hamlet down here has been constructed, and we can get pottery, but unfortunately we do actually have to do the port, because the port is the actual building here. Now I would upgrade that, but I'm saving up for the 2 population surplus for our capital. Now we need some more men, so I'm gonna get 2 more Lothran Sea Guard to make my line. And we're going to get another archer. Now, we could go for light armored archers. The only real difference is they do a little bit more melee attack and defense. Their archery is the same, and they cost 5 more, like, to maintain. So I'm just going to stick with normal archers for now. I see no reason to change. I just see no reason to upgrade, let's say. Now that we've got naval discipline, I think spear wall would be great. Although archery prowess is definitely going to do us some good, so we'll get archery prowess. That will help us against the Dark Elves. I do apologize against saying Blood Elf, ladies and gentlemen. It's yeah, just something to do with something outside of this that I keep mentioning it for a reason. But anyway, let's have a look at our
Malevolent Lord.
You fell to 15.
Speak quickly, and you may.
You don't want a peace treaty, fine. I'll beat you up, and we'll have a peace treaty. How about that game? I think, personally, that sounds very... there it is. These guys will normally try and build a nice big stack and come and assault you with it very, very, very quickly. Oh, he seems to have run away this time. Normally, they bring a nice big stack right up into your grill, which you get to slaughter. It's normally skank cohorts.
Loremasters of Hoeth.
Ooh. Yes, yes, the Pirates of the Far Sea. Oh, flip me. I actually forgot about this event. And when I say event, ladies and gentlemen, what I actually mean is a bunch of pirates landing on your shore. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to recruit some cavalry. And what do I need? So I think I need an extra unit of archers. I think for now this will be my setup. Without enough influence, we're not going to bother recruiting a lord. We're not going to worry about settlement upgrades. Now, what we are going to do again, every so often, we're going to try and get peace with the Dark Elves. So I would use my influence, but at the same time, at the moment, I have no interest in doing so. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to end our turn again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about the ending of the turn. Battles and stuff will be very, very frequent, because I will play more than likely every battle unless there is quite literally no reason to play a battle. If there comes a time where there is no reason to play a battle, then I will probably play it anyway, because that's what I'm like. Hopefully this guy will leave us alone. He could be a problem. He may not be. It's very dependent on how he wants to be, how much of a dick he wants to be. Like, we look at him, we don't actually know what he's got, but I think I can safely say that we've got enough archers in this. We've got 8 units of archers. 4 of those units of archers, like they are basically great military, great men. So I don't think we don't have to worry.
The nation calls.
Now we could kill these humans. They're going to be a problem either way.
Who calls?
We can negotiate with them. It's not as if there's no reason for them to be a pain in the ass. We could ask them to go to war with those two. We could ask them to go to war with them, and we pay them a couple of... Well, fuck. If I paid you all my money, would you go to war with them? No. I mean, I think it's wise to kill them.
Ready. Because
they'll be in the way if not. But at the same time, I wasn't really looking to kill them this second. You know, we'll leave. I'll let them fester. I want to see what these guys do. Although I want the experience for the Loremaster. You know what? No. You know what, mate, guys? We need to fight. So we're gonna go to war. Let's get these guys dealt with. Sorry, you're right next to them, and you can't declare war. You can't. All right, fair enough. Let's end the turn then. Seeing as I can't apparently fight them, even though I was about, I'm literally inside their area of control. It's fine though. I don't want to slaughter them viciously with no remorse for their safety. Please tell me he's not hovering over the coast, because if he hovers across there, I may actually cry. Because I'm about to get into a fight where we're, yeah, it's going to be equal because he has so many guns, but for the most part, these guys are weak as piss. Teclis himself will be able to slaughter these guys. It's all dependent. And they're coming to us, which actually means so much more. Right. And before you ask, ladies and gentlemen, there is a reason I'm placing my my Phoenix up here. My Phoenix is going to be used to destroy their cannons. And we have 130 reserve power game. I am not risking anything. What I am going to do is show you my formation I use for my infantry. I put my Lutheran Sea Guard on the flank, so we have flanking archers, and whereas the main line itself is sturdier. And then I have my normal archers just sat right behind, doing a great amount of damage, with Teclis sat right there, doing a crap ton of damage himself. The fuck did I tell you, mate? Get the fuck up there. Right, so this is how I'm going to do it. We're going to move ourselves to the closest to them there. We're going to use cavalry to block that front, and that's how we're going to do it. If they're going to come at us and we have a much better range than they do, their cannons are all that is a problem, or their mortars. And their mortars, once they get into position, are going to be pretty much like bait to us. A bait we're going to slaughter. We can overcast Flock of Doom, and that's 8, I think it is, magic. Yeah, 8 magic, or 7, to slaughter people. This attack now really is just overpowered. It's like the very definition of overpowered. Now we're going to get hit by a few cannons early on, like mortar shells early on. Should be able to defend. We should be able to stay through it. I'd like live through it very well. And we're going to move ourselves up a little bit. We're going to move our cavalry to the flank. I'll move the cavalry up to the further to the flank. And right now, the archery display is going to be beautiful. As you can see, the damage we're going to cause is going to be very, very good. Can you not shoot my Phoenix? That'd be quite nice. Hold ground. Flock of Doom is going to slaughter anyone who gets close to that unit now. Try and keep them baited. Come on. I'm actually going to go for this mortar because these guys are just shooting at me a bit too much. As you can see, though, the damage is minimal, if anything. Does this do missile damage? No, it doesn't. It does weaken melee defense, though, and I think these peasant mobs deserve to be killed a little bit swiftly. Now, as you can see, though, the majority of their men are utter fucking useless wrecks. I am, however, though, going to spear charge into them. Now that we're on the 4, my Phoenix is actually going to get the shit out of it. The shit shot out of it, sorry. And my Swordmasters of Hoeth are sustaining quite a bit of damage, and so is my left flank. But at the same time, our flank at the moment is holding, and that's all that matters. As long as the flank is holding, it doesn't matter. Let's get you, get the help peasant mob over there. Get those dealt with. Right, right, our archers right now are doing a great job. Teclis is slaughtering people. He hasn't actually apparently got any kills right now, whereas our archers are already in the hundreds. As they need to be. Jesus Christ, right, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, Phoenix. Alright, what I'm going to have my cavalry do is just start an early mop-up procedure. I say procedure, that sounds really, really evil, but yeah, we're going to basically start the slaughter, mass slaughter early on, so the enemy have hardly any men to bring into bear against me. Cavalry, though, it's going to be a hard job. Right, let's go get those fucking mortars now. Teclis, please go get that hero. He's being a pain. The enemy general here is being a little bit of an ass, so we're going to go stab him to death. Our cavalry is kind of getting shot to pieces, which is unfortunately a problem. But I think we'll be fine once our men slaughter gets on. And we're probably going to overcast the majority of our attacks, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are wondering. Teclis, if Teclis falls in battle or ever gets really injured, it's going to be because of the fact that I overcast pretty much all of his attacks. Because at this point, we don't need to worry about overcasting. I do apologize for the lack of views I've been getting because of the fact that I've been concentrated on the actual slaughter of the enemy themselves. Now, this battle said it was meant to be favorable. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this battle said it was favorable because of the fact that their army was equal size to mine. This was not a favorable battle by any stretch of the imagination. Especially with how I set my army up. I set my army up basically to counter mob swarms. And at the moment, we're going to be getting mob swarmed by the lizard men, and for quite a bit, the very dark elves themselves. Right, archers. Oh, you guys. Pull away. Archers alone should kill this guy. We have more than enough archers to slaughter him. I don't even feel sorry about murdering you. I just think it's funny. Look at that health disappear. Our archers may not be the most accurate. Actually, no, our archers are extremely accurate. Who am I kidding? And there he goes. Cavalry. There will always be someone for you guys to slaughter. So that one's 63. That one's... Yeah, you know, those guys are way more important. Sod the mob. Kill the handgunners and stuff. Yeah, get the morgue team. While I think about it, yeah, the mortar team's a little bit more worthwhile killing. Yeah. Alright. So at the moment, we are going to focus on the slaughter. That's probably we're going to do this for the end of the part. Our Illyrian Reavers look pretty badass. Not as bad as Silver Helms, but they're up there. Of course, these guys, I need to focus on the slaughter of these guys, so this part will run over because of the slaughter. Making sure that we've definitely won this is very important to me. I'm making sure that we've slaughtered these people effectively. And I misclicked, and that's now doing nothing. Or it wouldn't do anything. Right. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. There is no reason for me to be doing this slowly. We lost way less men than they were hoping. We did take a lot of actual health damage, but we didn't lose that many men, which is what matters. Alright, these mortars need to be completely got rid of before I accept this. That should help. There we go. A close victory. I would disagree there, game. I would say that was a fucking slaughter. But that's my opinion. And Teclis gained 0 kills. And our Reavers gained over, well, 500 kills themselves. And the game does like to lie to you. That was definitely not a close victory, ladies and gentlemen. That was, like I said, a slaughter. And we gained the Farther Talk, which is a item. It's a hex, pretty useful. We're just gonna slaughter these guys. We don't need our replenishment rate. So we're just gonna execute captives, which give us 100 extra XP. And Teclis himself is going to be leveled up to probably some more spells. So let's figure out what I want. Now we can get the Flaming Sword of Ruin, which is a cone spell, isn't it? No, it's sorry, no, it's not. That is that's a really, really good augment, as it says. The thing I was thinking of is Tyrion, Teclis' twin. Yeah, that's nothing we can do. That is really good though. That's what I went for last time, or in my own single player one. We could go for the Net of Amarok, which is stops people from moving. Very good to slaughter or stop units engaging that you don't want on you right now. The Enabling Foe or an Enfeebling Foe, which is just ruins their attack, makes them much weaker, and something we already have, but we can just make much better. But I think I'm going to go for this Flaming Sword of Ruin. I'm just going to call it Ruin because I don't want to really fuck it up. It gives us fire damage and increases the missile and weapon damage, so we can be used on archers or anything. And we're going to upgrade it maximum. We're not going to half-ass this. So there we go. Now, I'm not going to bother walking over here yet, because we can still actually recruit. So I kind of think I want to get some extra swordsmen, maybe. These Elven Warriors, I don't know whether or not how good they are. So the only way to find out is actually recruit some and use them. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll have to wait till the next part. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next part. See you guys then.